Talkin Sauce, episode 134, apparently.
134?
That's what I thought it was 133, but whatever.
I don't know. I don't even think Dylan really knows. I think he
That's-
just
he
remembers
doesn't.
when he
even-
gets here.
You're right. I shouldn't give him that kind of credit.
I'll fix it in post.
It's Sunday. How you doing?
Doing all right,
Doing
man.
all right?
It's all right. Doing okay.
Doing okay.
I haven't done much. You just fucking changed the oil. I was supposed to change the brakes on my car this weekend. Didn't change the brakes. I'm lazy. But
Who's got time for that?
who's got time, dude?
On the weekend?
On the weekend.
Nobody's got time for that.
Nah, bro.
I don't.
I should have changed my oil a minute ago, but I do my best never to do any car work during the summer because it's
Fuck
hot.
that, man.
It's hot as
I
fuck.
need to get my oil changed. I probably need to get my brakes looked at too. I probably need to get my tires looked at too.
Nah, dude, just don't do it, you know? Your car will let you know.
Whenever I get in my car and turn it on, all these different flashing lights come up. I just do my best to ignore them.
It's good. You just click clear.
Well, there's like that little button you can hit, and it just
it just clears all.
Yeah. I do it every time I start. Sometimes it's even driving. Like when I'm doing like 115 in a school zone.
As you do. As you do.
I get those lights back on.
Sometimes they're blue and red around him. You just press that button, dude. All that shit goes away.
All of it goes away. So all right. I'm supposed to be at a scrimmage for the Hurricanes, so I was supposed to go because I got tickets. And the reason why I got tickets is because I was supposed to go yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
You want to know how that shook out?
Let's hear about it, dude.
So our good friend Cody,
Shouts out
for
Cody.
those of you who know,
OG Pod fans.
he fucking had a couple extra tickets to the scrimmage today, red-white scrimmage, I think.
Mm-hmm.
And even I believe if beforehand there was gonna be a Q&A with Don, the man himself. So he hits me up, or we're at a place Friday, and he's like, "Hey, yeah, the lady can't go. You want to go with me?" Yes, let's do it. Picks me up around 9:50ish. We get there. He comes all the way from Clayton, mind you.
Mm-hmm.
So we get there, and
He was sure.
and when we pull in, oh, this was his thing. You know, this was his thing. So we pull in off of what's it called there, Edwards Mill,
Mm-hmm.
and there's like a state trooper sitting like at the middle of the entrance. Kind of like, you know, like, well, that's okay. Like,
Yeah.
why is that going on? You usually don't see that. And there's like a bunch of signs for like permit only. Like, this seems a little like, sure, we want to go this way. We don't want to go around like towards like Carter Finley side.
Seems a little serious. Seems a little
And-
serious on this side.
And so we just pull in like we own the fucking place. And we go up to the next intersection. And there's like a parking attendant guy. Like, you know, he looks like he's directing traffic. Seems legit. So we pull up. I even have my left signal on. Like, we're definitely going this way. And we pull up. He's kind of looking at us, and we're like, "Yeah, I'm here for the." And I look over what's the scrimmage today. Like, I don't know. It's Cody's thing, right?
Yeah.
Cody's got like his phone, and the guy just the guy's staring. Right? He didn't say anything, which was really weird. He's like staring. I think we fucking shocked him.
You
And-
broke him.
And I'm like, "Yeah, the cane scrimmage," and he's just like, "No." And we're like, "What do you mean no?" Like.
we got.
Like,
we got.
I'm like, no,
tickets.
hold on. I'm like, he's got it. He's sorry. And he's like, I'm telling the guy, like, no, it's like, it's good. Just hold on. So Cody's going through his phone. And I'm like, yeah, I'm sorry about this, man. Just hold on a second. And Cody's going through his phone, and he's like, dude, it's tomorrow. And I'm like, oh my God, dude. And even beforehand, the guy's like, yeah, the state game's today, but like, there's no parking here for anything. Like, and Cody and I were talking about that, like how there was a state game, and so like that's why dudes were set up, but like this was definitely going on.
Yeah,
No,
that's hilarious.
It's today, and so yeah, it was so funny, man.
It's great that like you were driving, so you had like you couldn't just be a passenger the whole
Oh,
time.
I had
in
to
it.
assist. On
You had to be right in the middle
Have
of
a big roll.
Yeah,
I had to
The whole
co-sign.
Yeah,
Like, no, this guy wouldn't do this.
No, he's got it. It's on his
Yeah.
phone. It's on his. You're dumb.
I
It's
think
on
I
his
even
phone.
said something like, "This guy would never let me down." Hold on. Sure enough.
Immediate.
And I was like,
letdown.
"Cool, kind of like pull up to the right here, like towards what's it called, the barbecue spot."
Yeah.
And he's like, "No, you'll do a U-turn right here."
Yeah.
So I had to go back by the same cop who was just like, before
"What's
we
up,
passed
stupid?"
yeah, before we passed him, like this was our shit. Now we're leaving. Like, no, yeah, we were in the wrong spot.
I'm
know?
surprised he didn't try to stop you at all. If nobody.
Well, so Cody and I were talking about that. Like, imagine if we got by that second guy. It's all about confidence.
Yeah.
Like, we drove by that. If we did the same thing to dude, we just would have been in that place.
Yeah, you just would have like walking through the PNC. It's like, man, we're real early, huh?
We would have been. Now it would have been way worse had we got by the second guy, and then the next interaction is us. We're like pulling on doors.
Yeah. And then the cop gets involved.
And then staff is like, "What the fuck are you doing?" And so here's the worst part, right? So we're at the function Friday night, and when he's telling me to come do it with him the next morning, this motherfucker is like, "Yeah," and it's weird because they're playing Tampa tonight, so it's weird that like they're coming back home and
To
scrimmaging
immediately
in the morning. I was like, "Yeah, dude, maybe it's like everyone who's not playing." I don't know.
That's crazy.
Like, you have this. I don't know, man.
You invited me, man.
I tried to give away the tickets, but no one. I'm not popular enough, so no one wanted them. Yeah.
Should have thrown it up on Twitter. Did you?
I did.
Oh, did
That's
you
what
really?
I'm saying, yeah.
Everyone was too afraid to
Friends
actually...
a couple friends even retweeted. No one's interested.
Big
I think it was
sad,
too
dude.
early.
Yeah.
Like by the
Starts
time
at like
anyone,
10, didn't it?
Well, yeah, by the time anyone would have noticed, it was already like 10:30. So-
Like, oh well,
Yeah.
but it is going on like all day, so it would have been worth it.
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe if you hear this,
no idea.
if you hear this, reach out to Josh for the tickets.
Mad late.
Yeah.
I just give him Cody's number.
Yeah.
He just get hit
That's
up for his
hilarious.
shit. Like, yo, you like not going tonight?
24/7.
I canceled mine because the whole TDA thing, but like I kind of want to go now.
I'm still like a huge fan, actually.
and I don't
so
and I don't want to pay for
I
it.
got rid of my season tickets and realized this was my whole personality, and I I wasn't sure how to proceed, so I need tickets.
Oh man. Oh.
I'm figuring this whole thing out.
So
Speaking of other canes, though, before we get into like the heavier shit,
right.
did you see we made the cuts at camp?
Did we?
We did the first wave of them. The only noticeable one.
Still saying we.
What?
None.
Oh damn! I just caught it. They made the cuts at camp, and the only guy notable that got cut out was Dominic Bach, I guess, which is kind of disappointing. We got him back in the Falk trade. Said we again.
Yeah.
I'm all fucked up about it now.
It's easy. It's less syllables.
It's true.
It's easier to say.
But we got Dominic Bach back in the Falk
I think you're
trade,
right, yeah.
Right?
Because
So
wasn't
he-
that him in a third or a second?
something like that?
Yeah.
But so he gets sent down.
That's
But
right. Or, yeah, no, that's right.
But Drury stayed, Reese stayed, I think Keene stayed.
And Bach is a center.
Yeah, center winger, like
We'll have him
one of
for
those-
like another year, his right?
something like that, right?
Mhm.
Yeah, and he's right-handed, kind of a big dude. I don't know, he's the type of guy I wish would have,
Mm-hmm.
figured it out sooner. But yeah, Hurricanes roster cuts. So who do you think's going to be our final defensive pairings, dude? Now that I feel like it's kind of fully settled out, who's here?
Well, so Gardner's on LTIR?
Yep.
Okay, so we're going to have Slavin, Pesci, Tony, what's his face? Cole,
Mm-hmm.
what's his face?
Okay.
Shea, and then who the fuck ever you want.
It's Brendan. It's
That's
like
right-handed.
Brendan Smith and Ethan Bear.
Oh yeah, Bear. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm forgetting Bear.
So
Those.
it's gonna be interesting to see. how
And
it
then
all-
you might have a scratch here and there
Yeah.
depending on who's doing whatever. Smith he plays a big game.
Definitely.
He's fought Chara.
he and Wilson.
Yeah,
you know?
so
He's chucked the Nucks.
how come no one's asking him about Tom Wilson 1,000 times?
Well, I think he brings.
Because he's not Ryan Reeves.
Yeah, so he brings other things to the game besides fighting Tom Wilson.
So disrespectful
That's
to
so
Ryan
disrespectful.
Reeves.
He'd beat the shit out of me too.
Oh
So,
yeah, he beat all of our asses.
At the same time, I bet. You think 3v1 we could take Ryan Reeves? Be honest.
Is he our other one?
Yeah.
No, that's like less help. What are you talking about?
You don't think in this tiny room right here, if it was us three versus Ryan Reeves, you think we could
I
get
think
it done?
he
dude?
would take up more oxygen in the room that
We
you
get
and I would
lightheaded?
need to take on Ryan. He's not helpful.
Cold.
That's
Cold as
cold.
shit.
That's real cold.
I hope he beats you up and only you.
Beats the shit out of Josh.
I mean,
and then
Jacob's
falls
got
on the
the-
sword. It just falls on the sword. Me and Dylan
Jacob's got the grappling. You know what I'm saying?
wrap him up. He's gonna take me. And just
Like-
throw
Like
me-
you're like Chao Tzu, and he's like Nappa. He's just gonna
You're
fucking
gonna pick me up and pack me into a ball and just fucking throw me
Like
over.
Space Jam
just
style.
throw me out the window.
yeah.
But yeah,
Mm.
Hurricanes hockey. How far away till the fucking season starts now? Is it like 2-3 weeks? season starts?
I think it's like literally in like 2 weeks.
Yeah.
I think it's like 2 weeks.
That's crazy.
I think it starts like the 12th, 14th
of like
this month, motherfucker.
This
It's
month?
October,
It's
bitch.
October.
Is that
It's October, son.
82 games. We back. It starts like what? 14th, doesn't it? 12th. First was puck drop. First game of the season. Really shouldn't take that long. First game of the season, 2020. One. I said the one. Nothing I said wasn't right in the end.
It's true.
Hating on a grammatical pause.
October 14th.
What did I say the first time? I said the 14th, man.
Dude.
But see, you took so long that can't be felt. Like
He kept giving me all the results from the beginning or the end of the 20.
You're gonna blame the algorithm for not asking the right questions.
Saying it take.
It's
they're
like
the
that's
second page.
That's what my wife does. Googling is a skill, bruh. It's a skill. It's just like anything else.
He said
Google
you
it.
can't
Then
fight
Google
and you
it.
can't
You
Google,
Google it
bro.
next time.
He
Watch
said
this. No, I'm
you-
gonna Google it right now. We're gonna do this.
He said you can't
Come
fight
on.
and you can't Google.
I'm hitting Google.
Don't let him disrespect you.
Google's
Break
opening.
his shit.
Google's opening. When does I gotta be able to spell? When does the NHL season
We should have done a timer.
start? 2021. Look at you. Look at you, alright? See what I'm saying? At least I know how to not leave dead air, you know what I'm saying? Why is it showing up? No, it did. It straight up just gave me the whole schedule, like starting today on. That doesn't
Word.
make any sense.
Or do you feel vindicated?
I apologize. You still can't fight.
That I never claimed. That I never claimed.
Open Tarkov.
I just know how to take cheap shots.
Dude, you missed the conversation when they caught the picture of him sitting on the bus
Oh man.
with a plate in his hand. So my buddy sent me a snap of all of them on the bus leaving back from this lake thing, and he was the only one in the clip with a plate.
I brought a plate back. My second.
Pick
So
it
I
off
was
of
like,
it, right, dude? So I'll show you the picture later. It's perfect. So I sent that to the group chat, right? I'm just
Wait,
roasting.
and what is this from? What?
From last
Yeah,
Friday
like
when we all went to the lake thing for work.
Yeah.
It's relevant.
Okay.
He got caught with a plate. That's the
Yeah,
only
it's-
thing. That's
okay.
So I shared it to a group chat, and then I'm roasting him because of that. I'm like,
Mm.
you got a plate. Only one here with a plate. People are making fun of his posture in the chat. It's great. And and so he's like, no, like, you know, I didn't eat a lot, and I got him. You were the only one, or the first one, to go back for seconds.
never went back for seconds.
You did. I've seen it.
Dude, I went back
Hold
with
on.
one plate, came back with the same fucking plate.
That's seconds, motherfucker. What you mean?
Wait, no, the
a
same
plate is a
of food,
portion.
dumbass.
Dude, I feel I feel
I ate half a
the-
barbecue
the anger
sandwich,
from the
walked
group
to
chat.
get a
He's so
beer.
mad.
Dude, the anger.
Because
can
I don't
feel-
like you telling me that I do shit I don't do, son.
So-
Stay doing that.
so I said that much, right? And he's like, no.
Wait a minute. When I kept telling you I came back with the same plate. You thought I was arguing it was cool because it was the same physical plate. You didn't get that I meant it was the same plate of food.
No. I thought
It was the same plate of food, son. I
You
barely
had-
touched my first sandwich.
The plate was stacked. yeah. It was, all right. Well, if it wasn't seconds, you had enough first 4 seconds. So let that be known. All right.
Cut his light
Yes.
off. Cut his light off.
Cut all this out.
It was funny.
Yeah, it was funny. I was straight up. I saw the picture. I was straight. Everyone's like chatting. I'm just like,
On a moving
In it,
bus.
in it.
Eating a
oh, we
loose
had like just gotten in too.
eating
I
a
like grabbed
loose
the plate. We got
paper
in the bus.
plate.
I was like,
So why were you guys on a bus?
Why are you asking all these?
Cool, because when
it
you
was
said
a
bus,
it was a company outing. It was
well,
like
I thought you were
You don't
gonna
even
say
have to
like,
say that. It
I
was
thought
a
you were
party
saying
bus.
like you found an old picture of him on like a field trip and like all the kids are like, you know what I'm saying?
no.
I just don't understand why you as an adult are riding a bus.
It was
That's
a
what I'm
party
getting at.
bus. It was a party bus transporting
yeah.
a group of adults.
Was it just like a yellow bus painted different
When I
colors?
tell you
That's
about
a
any
party
of this,
bus?
did
it
this
was like a
happen?
limo bus. You could take it like
Mm.
prom
With
or
stripper
some
poles
shit.
and strobe lights.
Did you guys strip for each other on your work outing?
Yeah.
So like people were drinking on the way up, right?
Naturally.
And then people were drinking at the function. I left
Mm-hmm.
because I was not going to be on that bus on the way back. Hence why
shoot up heroin right at the work function, dude. I don't know what you do.
my
Just throwing
my
ideas
thing
out
is
there.
that's how I had the screenshot
Mm.
of him sitting on the. See what I'm saying?
I did love feeling the just not being able to get the argument out over text and just like having to do it face to face. Like he couldn't, it wouldn't fit in well between like all the jokes. Just like, oh, that wasn't actually like it was my first, and then just he had to. Get
he had to take it.
The
only thing he was able to convince or defend anybody of is that it wasn't his third. Because I was like, I seen you come back for seconds, and he was like, yeah, but blah blah blah, and I was like, all right, well you're not fat then. And he's like, no, I'm fat. I just didn't have 3 plates.
Straight up.
Speaking of 3 plates, Pedersen's getting 3 plates of $7 million. You know what I'm saying? They're signing 3 years. Hughes times 2. They're getting for 6 years.
Mm-hmm.
Around the same 7.85.
Is that what we predicted?
I think we said something Hughes very similar. One would get a bridge deal, the other would get a longer deal.
Did we make a guess at who would get which? I don't remember if we did.
Maybe I don't remember. We can go back and check.
Well, guess to that. Are you surprised that Hughes got the longer term?
No,
not.
No. I think this is what we said.
Is it?
I feel like this is what we said. We're fucking good.
Yep,
dude.
we are. We're the best.
We are really best. Just like for like the attention we get. We are the best.
Yeah,
dude.
We put a lot of effort in for very little return.
Return isn't even the word.
Validation.
We just put the effort in. That's all that happens.
Fuck!
Shout out Dr. Umar, dude. Because he's gonna hate me either way.
Yeah,
it's
true.
Doesn't matter really what I say in that
So,
situation.
did you watch the original clip between Mike Tyson?
Yeah, like I saw like
Freddie
the thing
Gibbs?
that like how it got brought up.
Okay, how did it get brought up?
So they were so it was perfect. It was the tail end of both of them talking about beautiful women in the 80s.
Mm-hmm.
And then one of them had said something about like white girls had like crazy hair and like the white girls were crazy with the hair. And he's like, yeah, Gibbs like, yeah, Michelle Pfeiffer and shit like that. It was just like the way they ended that conversation was the comedic timing was amazing. And then immediately Gibbs goes, we better not let Dr. Umar Johnson let him hear us talking about this. He's going to get mad at us. That's what he said. Then that's when Mike Tyson's like, who is Dr. Umar Johnson? He's like, well, he's like, he kind of hates white people and like white people dating black people. He hates that. And then Mike Tyson goes, so what's his problem?
Dude, Mike Tyson might be like the best, like worst interviewer that there is, dude.
For real.
Just like, I feel like it might just be from years of being the one being interviewed, but like every time I ever see a clip, I feel like the guests are asking Mike Tyson questions.
Well, he ends up learning something.
Yeah,
That's
for real.
Mike Tyson, he's like Larry King. Like
honestly, yeah.
Because he asked the questions that they're gonna tell you. You're gonna learn from this person. It's so funny, man. And then I think he just goes on and say, well, he just doesn't. He doesn't want people to date it racially, and then he goes anywhere, and Mike Tyson's like anywhere with hate in your heart, like is not cool. He's like, yeah, the hate's not cool, but like he goes, I just like see it and laugh at it and shit. It's classic Freddie Gibbs
he's like,
answer.
I don't really give a fuck.
He's like, I just think it's funny.
And then
Mike Tyson's like, yeah, no, I see, that's cool.
Yeah.
He's like, I get that.
Then Dr. Umar Johnson wants to go 5 rounds. Dude, he's like, me and Mike Tyson, he go 5. Hit up Floyd Money Mayweather. Can you imagine Dr. Umar Johnson versus Mike Tyson in a boxing match?
I mean, no.
It would be hilarious.
Mike Tyson would kill him.
Yeah.
He would.
Probably quite literally.
Yeah. I mean, they'll never fight. So Robin Leonard's stirring the pot in the NHL media and community and stuff, which is always a good thing.
Mm-hmm.
When he's doing it. He basically, I mean, I don't know all the details, but he came out and made a statement on the whole Jack Eichel saga that got a lot of people's attention. I think the NHL is looking to do an interview with him.
Yeah, I guess so. It started. It all got started off with an article that gets put out. Which I don't know how much about the Jack Eichel situation had been known as far as details went. Probably more than I was aware of because I won't be paying attention. But basically, the team wants him to get the discs in his spine fused. He went to a doctor, third-party doctor who was like, we should do a disc replacement. It's never been done in an NHL player, but there's guys. They were saying there's guys in professional like rugby, MMA that have had the disc replacement. Which, just from what I know, because the fusion is literally they take that disc out, fuse to your vertebrae together. And the doctor was saying, he was like, the percentage of people that have to get surgery again in 10 years, it's like over 50%. Because it's literally just from like a body structural, physics point of view, like your spine's designed to flex so much, and then you fuse two together, and it's like you literally. I don't know. Have you guys ever like talked to someone who's had a bunch of their discs fused?
Well,
motherfuckers can't like look around like you're fucking.
When I started going to the chiropractor, now I was nowhere near the type of injury that Jack Eichel was sustaining or is sustaining. But when I was at the chiropractor for the first time, they did an X-ray of my shit. These discs right here at the bottom were attempting to fuse because of the lack of mobility there. So that's like what I get worked out a lot at the chiropractor, and like it's helping create that separation.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, like so that's basically it's all because of the cartilage and the shit you got going on there. And when that shit isn't doing shit or wears away, the bone just tries to connect.
Yeah,
and so it's no good.
Not good at all.
It's not good for your shit.
Those artificial like articulating discs, it's like a little steel, almost like cage that they stick where the disc usually would be, and it allows for pretty much full range of motion. The doctor was saying for the fusion, he's looking to be out anywhere from 3 to 6 months before he can start practicing. He said with the disc replacement, he could be back training on the ice, not full contact, but within like 6 weeks of doing it. And the fusion is what the team wants. Disc is what Eichel wants, and it's just kind of like the team's basically just like, no, we want to go with what has worked, what has been done before, push forward with that. Denied his request to get the other surgery,
right.
All this stuff, which is fucked up on its own.
Right.
But then so Leonard quotes that article saying, it's always, what's best for now and screw what happens later. Like, we'll supply you the pain meds anyway. And then from there,
him always telling it like it is.
And then from there, just like talking about how when he was in Buffalo, getting like all the Ambien and what was the other
pain meds.
Yeah, pain meds and stuff, and the team was just handing them out like fucking Tic Tacs.
Yeah,
and
which is the bigger problem aside from his his individual health.
And then calls
Jack,
out
and Jack.
Yeah, and calls out and with Jack specifically, he played with him. He was on the team. Doing, like, he has a very unique look to the inside of that organization and how they handle him. And then he calls out the Flyers and Alain Vigneault, like, by name. Both of them with their ats saying, like, you need to get rid of this dinosaur. On some just, like, I have proof. Just, like, not saying anything specific about what he did, but very much, like, he's done something that Leonard is not a fan of. And it's probably not great, whatever it is.
Yeah,
I would imagine.
Not sound good.
Oh yeah, and just went nuclear
on the same vein, or was it just like, hey, while I'm talking?
Yeah, it was like in response to it was in a thread of he had a couple different threads.
Gotcha. I was just scrolling through it for context. Yeah,
did it, and I mean, just straight up went fucking. I mean, yeah, just blew. And I know then it came out the NHL was trying to reach out to him for an interview
because they wanted him to shut up right now.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, I mean, good on him for speaking his mind, and hopefully more players in the NHL come to do the same because his experiences matter and they help guide the future of the game in organized sports.
And especially with stuff like that. You know what I mean? With handing out the fucking, and it's not an NHL exclusive thing. That's not what we're saying. It's definitely across every sports league. That's just a
just in general, like a pharmaceutical nightmare.
Yeah, and it's just it's so fucked up because it's also like I don't get how it betters the team. You know what I mean? Like it would seem like with stuff like that, instead of just giving them.
Well, I mean, you gotta look. I mean, not saying that any of it betters the team, but for the people who are thinking it does, they know that their careers are finite. Their legacy is finite. So if they capitalize now, they make money now. It's all about, I mean, just in that sense of them thinking that this will benefit anybody is their bottom line now, which is not right.
And the thing that pisses me off too is you're seeing like Leonard put out these threads and stuff, and then people are responding, like bringing up some shit that I guess he's done in his past, and it's like him bringing this up isn't excusing what he did. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like I think he would admit what all the stuff was fucked up that he did, but it doesn't. Just because that he has that in his past doesn't mean that like what the team's doing and what every team's doing is cool.
Two things can be true, and then one of them has a time and a place, and one of them is being discussed intentionally.
Yeah.
So like,
and it's like he's also discussed a lot of that stuff publicly himself. So it's just kind of like that whole. It's the Eminem and 8 Mile thing, dude.
Exactly. Yeah. There's no need for it. It doesn't matter in this sense.
Yeah.
So
it's fucked. I did see though through this, he's like training MMA, dude. We having a post NHL career when he gets blackballed from the league for trying to bring this stuff to light. Does he get signed by Dana White, dude? These big boys, like 6'5",
with fucking, you know what I mean? Talk about leagues with issues,
dude. And thinking back too, just with all this, and remember how like angry Robert Leonard used to like play? Like motherfucker was always trying to fight.
Talk about this,
but it kind of like.
Makes sense.
It makes a lot of sense now.
He was going through some shit.
Going through some shit.
Well, that's a lot of the thing is that he was like publicly criticized for having that kind of attitude. And now it's like, oh, he was going through it.
Yeah, dude. He said he hadn't had any REM sleep for like 8 years. That's crazy. That's fucking crazy. Ambion's crazy. Ambion's a wild ass. These motherfuckers just be like.
That's a horrible.
Motherfuckers just be like cooking whole dinners and stuff while they're sleeping. Imagine that, waking up and like walking out in your kitchen and there's just like a whole cold ass
wild shit
for real. Wild. What if there was more to talk about?
And there is.
Look at that.
Look at that. So that shit's getting ready to come to its season finale. I think next Wednesday. This Wednesday will be the season finale. And so where it's at now, it's all culminated. Coming
on you.
It's all culminated to this one moment in which what if Ultron won?
Oh shit.
So in this universe, Ultron gets his body. He gets the Vision body, right? And he becomes a synthetic humanoid android, sentient and all that shit. The Mind Stone and shit.
Mm-hmm.
And so he takes out Earth pretty quickly. He gets the nuke codes, nukes planet Earth, kills all the Avengers, blah, blah, blah.
What? Just with the Power Stone, why would you need the nukes?
Mind Stone. Well, efficiency.
Mm.
He's a robot. Yeah.
I figure, but aren't there like this power of the
So
stones, like
Vision. Well, first of all, I just said the Mind Stone. He had one stone. Why are you tripping?
Aren't they pretty powerful though? You said it's like an entire universe collapsed into a stone, right?
What is wrong with this guy?
I'm asking.
What is wrong with this guy?
I'm just asking a question.
The Mind Stone, never in any context has the Mind Stone by itself done anything that in any amount of efficiency that all the intercontinental ballistic missiles could do.
Okay, I didn't know. You know what I'm saying?
Like you're just proposing something that's not even remotely lore.
What was that? I didn't know that.
Almost like in contest of what I'm saying. Like
no, I was just asking why he had to use the nukes. That was all. That was my only question.
Because he did.
Okay.
They don't miss. They don't this isn't like they don't make mistakes.
What, nukes?
No, I'm saying. Talking about Disney.
Oh.
When Disney's gonna nuke you, it's on purpose. God damn it, pissing me off. Let me finish.
All right. Just trying to make sure everyone, asking questions the audience is thinking. You know what I'm saying?
There's a reason. So he's standing there, right? Earth's toast. And he's just standing on the motherfucker like, all right. And then fucking through, because, it was going to happen, Thanos shows up. Now, the last stone he had to get always was the Mind Stone, right? So he shows up through a space portal, and he's like, yo, what's poppin'? I'm here. And Vision, Ultron's like, oh, what's up? Yeah, what's that? Oh, shit. He cuts him in half, right? With the Mind Stone, motherfucker. So he cuts him in half in an instant. And then he melts the gauntlet, takes the Infinity Stones. Now he's got all the Infinity Stones. You fucking piece of shit. and he just alters reality. He just summons all these fucking androids out of nothing. He's ascended. He's ascended. He's on some shit. Starts conquering other worlds, blowing them up efficiently. So,
He used nukes at every.
he is the nuke now. Now he is the nuke.
Okay.
He's got the power now. He has
Okay.
all 6. So he's doing his thing and he's fucking shit up and he's the man. And the Watcher's watching this like, god damn. Now he's seen universes collapse. See how you're a dick?
Nah.
So,
He could have cut Earth in half with the Mind Stone. I guess
He couldn't have.
He couldn't
he
have.
just simply couldn't have. He could hit Rhodey's jet engine out of the air and leave Rhodey paralyzed. He could manage that because he did that. He made a man paralyzed. He cut Thanos in half. He can't destroy the world in one bloop.
Couple
With just
bloops.
the minds.
Okay.
It took. So, but as he's pretty much destroyed the known universe in front of him, he starts to realize, similar to Doctor Strange in his episode, that the presence of the Watcher is behind him, and he's like, "Yo, I see this motherfucker," and the Watcher's like, "The fuck? Like this dude shouldn't be able to see me," and it breaks that fourth wall. He literally crashes into the domain of the Watcher and punks him out of his. Basically punks him off his block, essentially, and the Watcher retreats to that universe with Doctor Strange collapsed and goes, "Bro, I was wrong. I need your help. We gotta go fight this motherfucker."
Yo, my bad.
Remember when I said, "Nah, you gotta sit in this egg"? Well,
I'm gonna come get you out this egg.
we gotta get you out.
We can't both be in this egg. It's not a very big egg.
So now they're gonna take him on somehow. I assume they're gonna go back all these different pieces we've seen. They're gonna collect these different heroes, the multiverse Avengers. They're gonna take on Ultron. Boom.
Boom. Think they're gonna lose?
Yeah.
You do?
No,
Oh.
it's Disney.
I did
They're
see
gonna
a
nuke it.
really interesting theory that it's going to end with Kang showing up, just kind of putting Ultron in his place, like the final sort of bridge to the whole Kang saga.
That might be. Yeah. That sounds plausible. That's probably exactly what's gonna happen. Actually.
That's what I want.
Yeah. Just some tie-ins. Like, here's the real baddie of the next thing, and then the next thing we get will hint at that somehow, probably. Well, I think the next thing that's gonna drop.
Multiverse, right?
No, that doesn't come out till 2022. The next thing that's gonna drop is Eternals. Yeah, and then we get Spider-Man in December. Then we get Multiverse of Madness. Yeah, I believe. Could be wrong. I'm pretty sure.
It's going to be hard.
I think we did it. Did we do it?
We definitely
We
did it.
Jacob,
What's up, dog?
where can they get us if they want to interrupt me before I'm done making a point and then end up looking goofy?
If you would also like to know why someone with what was it called?
Exactly.
Power Stone.
Yeah, that's what it was.
Can't destroy the earth. You hit us up at Talkin' Sauce Pod _respect the _. If you're watching, like, subscribe, hit the bell. Podcast every
For
Monday.
the record, the Power Stone could, but he didn't have it. It's not what he had. He had the Mind Stone.
Scrum every Wednesday. You can get me at JCobb, JAY_COBBB, Josh.
You find me at Tuesday.
Dylan.
You can find me on Reddit at UTBagsYourMom 69420 lowercase x capital X. That's UTBagsYourMom 69420 lowercase x capital X.
Boom.
You just Wakanda forever?
Oh, it's the capital